Off the Rails. I'm Rebecca Lieb.
I'm Jason Horton.
And this is Ghost Town.
On this week's Supertrain mystery, Hail to the Chief. Two dwarfs and a magician replace a presidential candidate with a double so real, even his wife can't tell.
JJ, all I want to do right now is go to bed.
On Supertrain.
Supertrain was a primetime drama that featured a high-tech train equipped with amenities similar to a cruise ship. The show was highly anticipated and was promoted as one of the most expensive series at that time, with a lavish production budget. However, this train derailed fast. The series was so expensive that it almost caused NBC to go into bankruptcy.
Oh my God. It's an expensive train.
This is the story of Supertrain.
Ooh.
The NBC series that ran from February 7th to May 5th, 1979, which was created to compete with ABC's The Love Boat, which was very successful.
Love Boat, Supertrain, I get it.
The show was set on the Supertrain, a giant nuclear-powered train running from New York to Los Angeles. As with its rival, it was primarily about the social lives of the passengers with appearances from celebrity guests. If you're not familiar with The Love Boat had its core cast, but there'd always be celebrity guests.
Mm-hmm. That's nice. I admittedly, Jason and I just talked about this. I have not seen The Love Boat ever. It's just kind of been a looming show in my brain, but it sounds expensive in and of itself.
It came complete with murder, abduction, mystery, and romance.
And
the train.
Of course.
The train is almost like the star of the show because the core cast, I wouldn't say they're household names, even for that time. I mean, noteworthy actors, and they really make the train the focus. And that can be hard for people that aren't like, I love retro futuristic trains, which it looks very cool.
Ooh.
The art direction, the set direction, it all looks very, very cool. It has a very kind of 1970s science fiction thing going.
I mean, it does sound very cool, honestly.
But it doesn't add up to much, unfortunately.
Oh, you can't do that many storylines around like a dining car or like a, sleeper car, or what's the other cars? The front of the train, the back of the train. Tracks.
Choo-choo. The choo-choo part.
I'll stop.
Head of NBC, Fred Silverman, who was known as the man with the golden gut. He just had a knack for greenlighting shows that were really successful. Like All in the Family, The Waltons, Charlie's Angels, as well as having success with ABC. It would seem he can do no wrong until the absolute misfire of Supertrain.
You gotta have one, though.
This one's a big one, though.
This
was an expensive one.
Pricey one.
Yeah.
Pricey mistake.
How expensive was it? We'll find out after this break. It was the most expensive television series aired in history at that time, costing about $1 million per episode, or about $4 million adjusted for inflation.
Oh.
NBC spent $10 million, $40 million adjusted for inflation, on a full-size passenger train with custom cars for filming and 2-scale models.
Whoa.
The pilot alone cost $7 million, $28.6 million today.
Wow. I don't know how much pilots cost today, so it's hard to keep that in scale. But the fact that you built a train, it's like you literally built a traveling set.
According to The Hollywood Reporter, after 3 episodes, unimpressive ratings led the network to retool the creative team and its sprawling roster of 10 series regulars, in addition to rotating guest stars, and was whittled down to 5. Of those remaining performers was Harrison Page, who recalls not only the painful cast exodus, but the sudden story changes. So midway through, not that you'd have time to really get acclimated to this cast. They parceled down the cast, kept one person, and thought, this will help.
Can you imagine going to like a table read as an actor, thinking that it was still kind of what it was supposed to be, like this Love Boat counterpart, and then seeing like nobody there and like nothing, and it's like, this one, the train has stopped, and we're just in a field for this storyline.
Some of the actors, when it kicked off, Edward Andrews, Nita Talbot, Harrison Page, Robert Alda, Patrick Collins, and Charlie Brill. None of those names, and I'm from that television era. Not that I would know those names, but they're not familiar to me. February 9th, 1979, an edition of Variety said, quote, NBC's highly promoted new Supertrain series features a slick new train of tomorrow with a script from yesterday.
Oof.
It seeks to overwhelm, but underwhelms instead.
Many dichotomies.
The show was very unpopular, 17th in the ratings, and was utterly panned by critics. Only 9 episodes of the show would end up airing. TV Guide in 2002 ranked Supertrain number 28 on its 50 worst TV shows of all time list.
I mean, that's not that bad.
It's halfway through the
you're in
50.
the middle.
It is.
Yeah.
I'm probably going to watch a little more of it.
Yeah.
The intro of it's pretty cool. It's very campy, very 70s. People are familiar with going on cruise ships. It's vacation. You've gone on vacation before. And being at a pool or having essentially a hotel, people can relate to that. And the Love Boat was very light and bright and airy. And this had a very dark, futuristic, which is very cool. But when you want it to appeal to people at large, it's not going to happen.
Yeah, it's like it's escapist TV in like German expressionist context. Yeah, you're Chernobyling in just like that world. Is that right?
Is Chernobyling a verb in this scenario?
It is.
Nice.